Listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to, man, and do the things we need to do.
Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone west. Everyone.
Hey, listen, brothers and sisters, man, if you like what you hear, hit the subscribe button, man. Subscribe to this channel. And also, please, go to ISUPK.com and pay your tithe. Drop me some cash so we can move around this planet like we need to.
I want to holler at you about a transfer, sir.
Damn.
Transfer? Everything all right? Oh, okay. Where you want to transfer to?
Well, you know, I've been thinking about trying new places, and I think I would fit in, you know, with, probably with them brothers on the East Coast.
Oh, transfer, huh?
Man, this nigga got me fucked up. Everything I done did for this nigga. You gonna do that shit to me?
You think you fit in with the East Coast? You want to transfer? Disgust me.
Oh, no.
What?
How you doing, man? What's on the Christ? Okay, so like it, sir. I was gonna say, I think it's time. I think it's time for a rank raise.
Damn.
Yeah, what's your rank?
I'm fine on it. I think that 1,000 gonna sit good with me right now, though.
You think so?
That 1,000 gonna sit.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Damn.
Yo, man.
What's happening? What you want?
I'm
sweating
you know my
them
hands
off.
always sweat. I
Me.
don't like that. Yours do too.
Yeah. What's up, though?
Alright, so look. I've been having a lot on my mind lately.
Okay.
Alright, so I was thinking about like, you know how y'all do like the trooper little stage?
Yeah, hell yeah.
Like
You want to become a trooper?
No.
Damn.
I'm trying to skip the whole process. Treat me like Bronny.
Feel me? Treat you like, bro. You trying to skip the trooper process? That's you
Yeah,
saying?
I figured I've been around long enough.
Why you making me do this?
That's how you feel for real.
Absolutely.
Damn! You mean to tell me your brother can't skip the process? That's your own flesh and blood.
Hell nah. No one's bigger than the program, man.
God damn.
Hey, Salakia, Cap, sir.
You good?
Yeah, I'm Tawaf, sir.
So what's going on?
I've been meaning to get at you.
Yeah.
I met this bad sister. I mean, she ain't really a sister. She African. I met this beautiful African girl the
fuck
other
you
day.
on?
So I've been wanting to know, like, what's the protocol on that? Like, can I rib her?
Protocol?
Can I make her my rib?
Brother, hold on. Hold this one.
Hold.
Hell nah, man. Hey, she definitely not qualified. You understand? That's crazy. You said the African? Man, give me another balloon.
Damn.
We really doing this? Give it to her. Come on, brother. Come on, I'll show you some bad sisters, man. Hey, Shalom, sir. This nigga laughing.
Right, number one with hand in wine.
Nothing much, sir.
Look, man, me and I here, man, we at the school and shit, right? We better go to this little day party. You coming, right?
I mean, I really was trying to kick it, sir, if I could.
Kick it where?
At home? My wife? No.
You know what that means, right?
Come on, sir. I'll be getting ready.
Little crush.
All right, Aki. I'm out of here, man. I'll see y'all over there.
Salakia.
What's up?
Uncle G.
What's
You mind if I crash your crib for the night?
Jaden, go get me one of them red balloons, man.
You ain't no Israelite, bitch, you a gospelite, bitch.
Fuck you talking about?
If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade just line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. Soft coast shit, we bout it. UPK, soup solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, a hood. More than you, bitch. suit solid. Fuck nigga don't want war. It ain't enough clips in your army. All the bitches wanna take my piece. All they hoes wanna take my piece. All the nigga wanna take my piece. No, I can't let a dog take it from me. I can't let a dog take it from me. You a hoe study and you dummy. And these bitches really out this bitch walking around like they don't know nothing. And a lame nigga fall for 'em and get set up for the coins and get gunned down, man down. Should've took the time, get a damn no. But I see the shawty and I show her. She could never get a priest hoeing. You a dirt ass, rust ass neck bitch with a fake ass jewelry. In Tennessee while I'm touring. It's a Tennessee, but she luring. Yeah, that sucker duck bitch ass boy fuck nigga over that bit mugger. I say, if that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK shoot solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. You a lame nigga down to me. Eat candy, but I'm sucker free. You a little nigga, ain't none of me. Base up, boy, I fit a beat. Yeah, AR-223. Draco with a magazine. Yeah, that clip run like limousine. I shoot your ass in the spleen. Boy, I bust your ass in a temple. We debating by the temple. Tell the truth, boy, you's a victim. And you're scoring off like a lizard. Nigga walk down my road. Why does nigga come down my road? Boy, come down my road. Boy, I charge your ass toll fee. I'm a real big priest, nigga. UPK play for keys, nigga. Commander General get a damn order, but ain't nothing to me to damn kill you. I stalking his ass like a cat. All weapons, boys full of tech. Boy, like a close combat. Nigga got popped off for a neck. If that nigga won't walk, bitch, we ready. It ain't hard to find us. Hawk, I keep that stick locked, loaded, boy, he'll fade you line up. Young nigga name is Slayer. What you think, boy, you be done to try. South Coast shit, we bout it. UPK shoot solid, little bitch think I'm crazy, think I'm playing like bitch, I ain't the one. Warfare every day, so who is you, bitch? I don't need your love. Killers right round the way. What you think? I love this brotherhood, hood. More than you, bitch. Christ said 7 women gonna be on one nigga in the end time. Nigga, fuck wrong with you, boy?
Right back at you again. Officer Shapata Yakin. Dropping something heavy for these cowards out here. Yeah. Coming straight from 125th, 1 West, Harlem, New York. Home of the truth, nigga. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. Men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? All day as we discuss how they don't like us. Gathered on streets and corners, all is feeling righteous. Real particular, nobody else there to compare to. Train for war, men of war, and warlike apparel. Prefer our leaders, can't get between us, watch where you stepping. Cause a scene, you gon' see how brotherhood is a weapon. Tough skin protect our wrists, teach girls and kids devoutness. Call them prophetess, a priest damn near nothing without it. More than rubies, cute and understanding when describing. Virtue loving, no lip from the daughters of Zion. Gold teeth, earrings, chains, and the rings. Precious metals, fabrics, emphatic stones, and everything. Trying to catch the slave, rewind what we rappers sling. Lost in parables, your scripture breakdowns terrible. Yasha Allah, Prince of the power, we are the Jews. God on earth, you can see it by watching all our moves. Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Man of war with hair wool, no idols, loving judgments. God of the Bible, the men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? Kingdoms ours, all the heathens forbidden. The chosen bow down to no one, it was written. The men above me shout, Whom Yasha? And all the warriors be like, Whom Yasha? according to God. The white man is the devil.
See, I've been in here for a little minute. You know what I'm saying? And I see niggas, they like to talk a lot. They like to claim this shit. They like to claim this and that. You know what I'm saying? They like to be above what they really is and have authority. But they don't really need that authority. They don't really know what to do with that leadership. You understand? You hold hands with this boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass shit. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. See, everybody ain't with all that peace talk. Everybody ain't with all that. Let bygone be. Boy, your ass need to stop it. Ass shit. It's about to get serious. When they hit us with dope and kill us with crack, where the fuck with your leaders? I'm curious. He cashed out on your blood, traded you in and bought a new biz. Ask you the prophets, I tell you the scheme. If you don't wake up, you gon' die in your dreams. I tell you once, won't tell you no more. I swear these crackers try to kill us slow. Just spoke to a nigga in Fed, he up for parole because of the COVID. It feel like the host in this world that don't go together. Know there's gold in the ghetto. I'm in the city blazing with my niggas. Just told the devil the score never settled. Yeah, see the prophets. I'm tired of these niggas keep talking about, you know, you respect my religion, I respect your religion. Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets. You know, like we all come together. Cause you know, they say God so loved the world. God so loved the world, and no, boy, your ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets. Don't give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Yeah. Hey, gentlemen, y'all, we don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up. You know what I'm saying? Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass shit. Oh, I'm with step, I'm solid for show. To the fake niggas, stay silent, I got it, let's go. Let's go. I ain't taking no loss, ain't no talking when we got the flow. Ain't no peace, just play with your own. I'ma be loyal to the right arm. Tell him we can't keep it slave. And I can never let bygone be bygone. Got your baby mother on high, got your baby pants through the fire. Ain't she the prophets, that baby so below to the Lord. How dare you abort it? Devil will fail you, bitch, I can afford it. I prepare slaughter, you bring me my water. Push your leaders weak, let them lies slip through their teeth. Their ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets.
That's just the reality, Christians. I'm sorry to hurt your feelings. I know your pastor lied to you every Sunday for 30 years, but that's what the church is for, lying. That's why they exist, to lie the money out of your pockets.
Boy, your ass need to stop it, ass see the prophets. Give a damn what you talk about. Don't give a fuck what you believe, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. We don't pray on our knees, nigga. Gotta stand up to serve my God. We don't pray on our knees, nigga.
Hey, Shalom, Yahweh Shem Shah Barakatham, Yahweh Shema Thumb, by Shem Shah, Precinct Officer on Mwanga Bar, Ashby, Kentucky, Ashby, under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. Since 1969, we've been teaching the truth that Blacks, Hispanics, Native Indians are the chosen people of God, that our oppressors, the devil the Bible speaks of. And tonight, class, what we're going to talk about tonight is legacy. Is what legacy is for the next generation. Simple as that. Because I think people have too much invested in celebrities. You feel me? People got too much invested in celebrities. So that's what the topic of tonight's class is going to be. It's going to be on legacy, because I guess Denzel Washington, he didn't know that legacy was for the next generation. I guess Mike Tyson didn't know that the legacy was for the next generation. You feel me? That's what we're gonna talk about tonight. You feel me? Real talk. And also, I want to give a hand for both of the troopers. You feel me? Trooper Nakadam, Trooper Volume Mob in here with me. Real talk. You feel me? Let's get it on. But usually we bring out some articles, but instead of articles, we're gonna just use some videos tonight. You know, just to prove our point. You feel me?
It's not color, it's culture.
Explain the difference, because I think we're
Steven
in a space
Spielberg
right
did Schindler's List.
Right now, okay. Now this video right here is Denzel Washington and the cast of Fences.
Slovakia.
Denzel Washington and the cast of Fences, and what they break it down. Hold on, Slovakia. You put your mic on mute. So what the cast is breaking down is Fences, the movie he did about when he was a black, father trying to put some manhood in his children, and he mistreated his black woman and all stuff like that. And he breaking down how he didn't want a white director. And he's saying it's because of culture. You feel me? Because something that Denzel Washington always stood on through his career was culture, the black culture. That's why he took the role with Malcolm X and stuff like that. Like a lot of people think when Denzel took that movie role, it was an accident. It wasn't an accident that he took that role. He wanted that role.
Mm-hmm. Martin Scorsese did Goodfellas, right? Steven Spielberg could direct Goodfellas. Martin Scorsese probably could have done a good job with Schindler's List, but they're cultural differences. I know, we all know what it is when a hot comb hits your hair on a Sunday morning. Mm-hmm. What it's
right. So he trying to explain to her the difference between culture. Dude that did Schindler's List, dude that did Goodfellas, he said they both could have did either one of them movies because that's you feel me? Because that's their culture. That's white culture. The mob, the Italian mob is white culture. That's why what's his name? Al Pacino. Man, Al Pacino played Scarface. He didn't play a Cuban mobster. He didn't play Italian mobster. He didn't play what's that movie? Godfather. You feel me? And they was able to do that because that's their culture. So Denzel Washington is trying to explain to this lady that I needed a black director because black culture.
Smells like. Huh? That's a cultural difference, not just a color difference. Right. So it's the culture.
You know about a hot comb scenario?
No, she don't know about no hot comb.
Because that's
you don't know.
Old school.
You don't know nothing about.
Dax.
See how everybody laugh? That's a cultural difference. Yeah. That's not a race difference. That's just that motion.
Right. See, that's the Denzel that we know. You feel me? That's the Denzel that we know. This is the Denzel that we always had respect for because he cared about our culture. You feel me? Real talk. Denzel Washington cared about his legacy. All right, so I'm going to drop that. I'm going to go to this next video.
I got a part in a movie in 1986. I called it Nigga They Couldn't Kill. Oh. Yeah, he was supposed to be, he raped a white woman and they
And they show you about propaganda. Because this movie never came out. You feel me? He didn't say the movie title like Jaws, Godfather. He just said he called it the Nigga They Couldn't Kill because the movie never came out. Because they wanted Denzel to play that role to push an agenda. He ain't want to do it.
They tried to electrocute him, but it didn't work. And he became sort of a cult hero. No, not that one. That was the other awful one. But and then they tried to hang him, and they tried to do all this stuff. And I had a lot of training day in me. And there were some Jewish people in the audition, and I said, yeah. They said, no, it's funny. It's like they hang them and then they can't. I said, yeah, like you bring some Jewish people into a room and they think it's a shower, but it's gas. Oh. And they said, right.
Right. See what I'm saying? See, this is what I'm talking about. See, he stood on Denzel Washington. This why everybody, black people, we always like the Denzel Washington because he stood on business for our culture. You feel me? He said he didn't want to play this role because of the same reason why a Jewish person wouldn't want to play a role with some gas, a gas chamber, playing around in a gas chamber. Like he wasn't playing about black people and slavery.
I said, right, that ain't funny. So to me, it wasn't funny about putting a rope around my MFing neck either. I made a point. The guy was like, who the hell is this little nigga?
See what he said? Like this little nigga. You feel me? Because the thing about it is when you young, you got a lot of strength. You feel me? That's what the Bible always speak about. Don't waste in your youth. You feel me? Don't waste your youth because he had a lot of strength. He was ready to fight for what he believed in. You feel me? Real talk.
Talking like this. So anyway, make a long story long. I called Sydney and I was sick because he told me to call him. If I, I said, man, they offered me $600,000 to play the nigga they couldn't kill. And he said, I'm not going to tell you what to do. He said, I'm not going to tell you that, Denzel. He says, but I can tell you this. The first 2 or 3 or 4 films you do in this business will dictate how you're perceived.
Right, and that's the truth. You feel me? That's the truth. That's why, if you ever notice why when you watch TV shows, most TV shows they named after the person. Like Fresh Prince of Bel-Air, his name was Will Smith. Martin, his name was Martin. Jamie Foxx show, his name was Jamie, because that really stick with you. Like today, we see Ice Cube, we call him Craig. You feel me? You see Mike Epps, you call him Day Day. You feel me? That's like it. For real though, like Denzel Washington, he was getting some game from Sidney Poitier, because at the time Sidney Poitier was the Denzel Washington of his era. You feel me? So he was just putting Denzel on, like, man, as a black man, you don't want to play no role that don't fit you, because it's gonna stick with you your entire career. And he turned down $600,000 because he didn't want to play that role of a slave getting hung and stuff.
In this business. So you make a decision. He didn't tell me what to do, and I'll give him credit for that. And I turned it down, and 6 months later, I got Cry Freedom and got an Oscar nomination. So it could have gone.
See, that's what happened when you stand on business. You feel me? He didn't see that coming. But what he did see was the $600K. Like most people just see the $600K. They can't see the future nominations and awards they can win for standing on business. And he did, and his career was really good all the way up into this.
And entirely, you never know. It could have gone, my whole career could have gone an entirely different way. Well, in a different way.
I was capping. I was lying.
This is what he said.
How gay is the Roman Empire?
The entire empire, or I actually kissed a man in the film, but they took it. They
Come on, man, stop it.
What?
Yeah. That's what happened.
Lock it, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yo, I didn't even know. When did this come out that he kissed a man? When? I'm behind. I don't know what's going on. Like,
yeah, I know, but this has been all over the internet. Okay, Salakia. So he got a new movie coming out called Gladiator 2. Now, the first Gladiator movie was it's one of the top 10 best movies of all time. So Denzel Washington, he's at the end of his career. He's fading away. So all that morals and stuff he stood on went out the window. All that stuff he was just talking about in the last 2 interviews went out the window. You feel me? Because of course we all know the Roman and Greek Empire is filled with homosexuality, because that's white people culture. Like he was saying in the interview about Fences, he didn't want a white director because they don't know about his culture. It's a cultural difference. So now he playing a Roman general or whatever in the new movie about to come out. I think it's about to come out probably in like a few weeks. Now he's playing an emperor, and of course Rome, their culture is gay. You feel me? LGBTQ, whatever you want to call it. So he had to kiss a man, and that's what he's saying. He basically gave up his morals, all that stuff he stood on in his old age. He gave it up. He gave it up because when people get older, they don't understand. They don't care about their legacy no more. They start getting weak. You feel me? They don't care about their legacy. But what you got to understand about your legacy is what you do for the next generation. That's what Denzel don't understand, because he's a celebrity. All the Malcolm X, every good movie, Training Day, all the movies that we respected Denzel, American Gangster, all that stuff went out the window. Because he knew he had to say this, because guess what they would have done? They would have put the video out. Edit scenes come out.
Right.
Edit scenes that they don't put in the movie come out. And that's what they would have done, and it would have embarrassed him. So he had to say what he did. He couldn't hide it.
Lock it. I keep it in there.
cut out.
There you go, Ed.
I was going to ask because I just heard about the Paul and Pedro forehead kiss that apparently got cut from the movie.
I'm not sure about that one, but yeah, I kissed the guy full on the lips, and I guess they went.
Yeah. That's the GOAT. That's the GOAT right there. That's everybody's GOAT. He said he kissed a man and he liked it. No, he ain't say that. I'm putting words in his mouth. I'm just mad at him. I'm mad at him. You feel me? Because that ain't right. You feel me? Denzel, that was our boy, man. You feel me? He was no proof that we the children of Israel.
Like I'm mad.
Hell no. But yeah, though, that's what happened. You feel me?
Like it, sir.
Went outside. Yeah, you go ahead.
Like it, sir. This one right here. This one hurts right here.
Yeah, man. Oh, did it?
But I ain't know this. I ain't know this was supposed to be Gladiator 2. I thought it was a whole different.
Oh no, it's Gladiator. Now, I'm not okay. I haven't seen Gladiator 1 in a minute, so I don't know if it's like a real like #2 sequel or if it's just Gladiator, Roman time shit. I don't know.
Now I just looked it up and say, I mean,
it's an actual sequel to the first one.
I believe so, sir.
Right, damn, that's wild as hell. God damn.
That hurt.
God damn. But I got one more video I'm gonna play, and then we're gonna get into the scriptures. Real talk.
Okay.
I think the brother he chimed out. He'll probably be back in a second. Yep, the ball off. That's ain't nothing we could do. You hear me?
It was a phone call.
That we the last ones left. That's what I'm telling you. We is it. The UPK is it, man. Denzel kissed a man. Oh my God.
That's crazy.
Did he not say he gave up $600,000 because he didn't want to get hung by a rope? Because he didn't want our people to be, looked at like slaves, and that's all we is slaves. But like I said, it's because it's the end of his career. Like I said, when motherfuckers start getting old, they start losing that fight. They start losing that fight that they had when they was younger. Like real talk. It just is. If you ain't got brotherhood, that's what's gonna happen. Real talk. But I'm gonna go ahead to this last video real quick about Mike Tyson.
I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal. I was gonna rip his heart out. I'm the best ever. I'm the most brutal and vicious and most ruthless champion there's ever been. There's no one can stop me. Lynx is a conqueror. No, I'm Alexander. He's no Alexander. I'm the best ever. There's never been anybody.
Right. He compared himself to Alexander the Great.
Yeah.
Really, I like to call him Alexander the Greek. There's one nothing great about him. But Mike Tyson, he's comparing himself to Alexander the Greek that conquered the known world, Egypt, Asia, Europe. He conquered all that. He's saying he the best. Nobody's better than him. Nobody's touching him on no level. This Mike, come on, stop it. Me personally, I feel like Muhammad Ali and Mike Tyson is the best heavyweight fighters of all time. That's just me. I could be wrong. I know I ain't the best boxing analogist. Somebody probably could teach me something on that. But I just feel like from pure footage, Mike Tyson and Muhammad Ali is the best. So he ain't wrong for saying what he's saying about his legacy. But we'll see if he keep that same energy.
I'm Sonny Liston, I'm Jack Dempsey, there's no one like me. I'm from Nairclaw, there's no one that can match me. My style is impetuous, my defense is impregnable, and I'm just ferocious. I want your heart, I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. Are you saying now, Mike?
Right, he say praise be to Allah. Allah is not going to save you. It seems like soon as a nigga switch over to being a Muslim, it's like that's when everything go down, don't it?
God.
God, sir.
It seems like soon as a nigga switch to be a Muslim, everything fall apart. This nigga was knocking people out. This fight in particular, he beat dude ass in 8 seconds. 8 seconds, he knocked him out. And the nigga was way bigger than him, of course. Everybody then was bigger than Mike that he fought. Like real talk. He knocked him out in 8 seconds. And that's why he was so animated about, himself, because he really feeling how he a dog. He a beast. He like the epitome of a boxer. Like real talk. He cared about his legacy.
I'm just ferocious. I want your heart. I want to eat his children. Praise be to Allah. Are you saying now, Mike?
I was capping. I was lying.
Career, what type of legacy would you like to leave behind when it's all said and done?
Well, I don't know. I don't believe in the word legacy. I just think that's...
Come on, stop it. He said he don't believe in the word legacy. But he just said he wanted to eat his next opponent's children, his heart. You feel me? That's what he just said. Now he done got old and he's saying, look, man, I don't really care about legacy. It ain't really a big deal. You feel me? Because once you start getting older, if you ain't got brotherhood, I'm telling you, you're going to start falling weak. Real talk. That's just how it go.
It's another word for ego. Legacy doesn't mean nothing. That's just some word everybody grabbed onto. Someone said that word and everyone grabbed on the word, so now it's used every 5 seconds. It means absolutely nothing to me. I'm just passing through. I'm going to die, and it's going to be over. Who cares about legacy after that? What a big ego. So I'm going to die. I want people to think that I'm this, I'm great. No, we're nothing. We're just dead. We're dust. We're absolutely nothing. Our legacy is nothing.
And then the funny thing is, he's talking to a little girl, a little black girl at that. He's telling a little black girl, your legacy don't mean nothing. Why you think they going out and aborting 350,000 babies a year? They getting told their legacy don't mean nothing.
Right.
Oh man, stop it. Well, she got on a Fendi shirt, so she must know something about something. So like, she rocking a Fendi shirt. Like, right now, they ain't got nothing to do with nothing, though. But at the end of the day, like I'm saying, Denzel, 70 years old, Mike Tyson in his 60s. These is two of the great at their craft. Mike Tyson was one of the greatest boxers. Denzel Washington is one of the greatest actors, white or black. And at they old age, they both feel weak. You feel me? They both feel weak, like real talk. And that's because of lack of brotherhood. You feel me? And it's a brotherhood class. Every Tuesday, 7 o'clock. You feel me? Real talk. So yeah, if I could, we're gonna drop them videos. Let's go into the scriptures. If I could, Anakodum, if you can get Ecclesiastes 7:1, and Gabar Martha, if you can get Job 3:1.
Come on, sir. I just wanted to say real quick.
Yeah, go ahead.
In that interview he was doing, the brother like he had no life. He sounded like he had no life left in him at all.
It was gone, wasn't it?
No spirit, no soul at all. Like, I wonder what.
Nah, that's heavy. Nah, that's heavy. Real talk. That's heavy. He was soulless. You feel me? He was, but what about remember the first one though? First one, I'm Alexander the Great. I eat your heart. I want to eat his kids. This and that. I'm the greatest ever to do this. He was full of life. You feel me? He was full of life. And then he got a little older. What about your legacy? I don't care about legacy. That's just a word people hold on to. This and that and none of this. Man, stop it. Legacy is what you do for the next generation. You feel me? What he was talking to, that little girl is part of the next generation.
Right.
Like, God damn.
This is the book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 7, verse 1. A good name is better than precious ointment.
A what?
A good name is better than precious ointment.
Right. So we sitting here talking about legacy. You feel me? A good name, that's talking about your reputation.
Right.
You feel me? It's better than precious ointment. Precious ointment, what is that? That's real sweet smell. You feel me? I'm pretty sure Denzel Washington and Mike Tyson buy $500 cologne, $1,000 cologne. But what they don't know, that their reputation is better than that $1,000 cologne they buy. Go ahead.
And the day of death than the day of one's birth.
Right, and the day of your death is better than your birth. You know why the day of your death is better than your birth? Because of your legacy. Because of your goddamn legacy. That's why. How is that written in the greatest book ever? That the day of your death is better than your birth. Because of your legacy. What you done while you was on this planet. Your accolades. Think about when somebody died. You go to a funeral. What everybody do? Talk about all the stuff you done. You feel me? I know all of us been to funerals. When you go to the funeral, people get up there and say the magnificent stuff that person done. You feel me? To show that they have a good legacy. Because the day of death is better than your birth. Go ahead. We're going all the way to 4.
Verse 2. It is better to go to the house of mourning than to go to the house of feasting.
Right, and that's the problem. You feel me? That's the problem. Everybody keep trying to please the people that's already happy. Everybody keep trying to please the people that's already got it going on when we not worrying about the people that's mourning, the people that's sad. It's people that needed to be uplifted. You feel me? By Denzel, and people really depended on Denzel. Not saying they should have, but that's just the way life is. You feel me? Why you think Mike Tyson and Denzel is making all this money? Because it's people depending on them to uplift their spirit. But instead, they keep going to the house of the feasting, the people that's already doing good.
For that is the end of all men.
That's the end of all men. You feel me? That's the end of generations. The legacy is supposed to be what you do for the next generation. That's the end of men. When all you care about is the people that's already happy. It's already successful, which is what Mike Tyson and Denzel did this past week. They cared about the people that's already successful. They forgot about the people that's poor. They forgot about the people. They forgot about their culture. Denzel and Mike forgot about their culture. That's why you can't never put your trust in celebrities.
Right.
The only you can put your trust in is the brothers in I.S.U.P.K. They the only people that's not gonna let you down. These celebrities is gonna let you down every time. You go ahead.
And the living will lay it to his heart.
Right, and the living will lay it to his heart. That's a fact. You feel me? The living is gonna lay it to this. We talking about it right now. Is we not? We mad as hell about Denzel.
Right.
We mad as hell about Mike. You feel me? Real talk. This is on our mind constantly. Real talk. Go ahead.
Verse 3. Sorrow is better than laughter.
Right. Sorrow is better than laughter. Because when you sad, you realizing what's going on, you trying to find the problem. You're trying to find an answer to the problem. But when you laughing and you happy all the time, you're not even seeing the problems that's coming. You ain't even seeing it.
For by the sadness of the countenance, the heart is made better.
Right, man. Look, I'm telling you this. All you got to do is go through a lot of stuff. When you start going through a lot of stuff, it's going to make you stronger. That's what this talking about. When you start going through a lot of stuff, that's what's going to make you stronger. It's going to make your mind better. You feel me? You're going to be able to answer problems way better. You're going to be able to answer problems way, way better when you've been through something. If you've never been through nothing, then your mind ain't going to be made better.
Right.
Go ahead.
Verse 4. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning.
Right. The heart of the wise is in the house of mourning. Because you're always trying to find a problem. You feel me? You're always trying to find a solution to the problem. You feel me? But people don't understand that. People don't get that at all. People think you're supposed to always be with the rich. You feel me? Going with the rich and the people that's doing good, like the pastors. You feel me? Like Farrakhan and all them. But that's not true. You feel me? The heart of the wise is in the house of the mourning. Because you're always trying to find a solution.
But the heart of fools is in the house of mirth.
Right, but the heart of fools in the house of mirth. You know what mirth is? That's people that's always celebrating. You feel me? Okay. People that's always celebrating, they are fools. That's what the Bible say. I know you never heard that before. You feel me? I know that never crossed your mind. But the people that's always celebrating, what they better do? They better do Thanksgiving. They just did Halloween. They was just dressed like a Ninja Turtle with their ass out. Now they finna go bring macaroni and cheese to their granny house that everybody finna be talking about nasty as hell.
Right.
Always celebrate. The people that's always celebrating, you feel me? These are fools. Because you ain't even got nothing to celebrate. Because you ain't even leaving no legacy. Real talk. Yeah, go ahead with Job 3:1.
The book of Job, chapter 3, verse 1. After this, opened Job his mouth and cursed his day.
He did what?
Cursed his day.
He cursed his day. You know what that's talking about? His birthday. The day he was born, he cursed it. People out here talking about dirty 30. They're talking about dirty 30. They stop it. Come on, man, stop it. Your legacy does not begin with your birth. That's when all the problems start, actually. The day you was born, that's when all the problems start, because now it's time to fight. You feel me? And Job, he cursed his day. He cursed the day he was born. Go ahead.
Verse 2. And Job spake and said, verse 3, let this day perish
Let this
within I was let this day perish.
Let this day perish.
Within.
Let this day go away. Because he was going through so much stuff. Job was going through so many trials. You feel me? He was getting tried by the Most High to where he thought he just knew, like, damn, something's just not right. I must have did something wrong. And let this day perish, the day I was born. Maybe I should have never been born. You go ahead.
Wherein I was born, in the night in which in which was said, there is a man there's a man child conceived.
Right. So he's saying the day his mama got pregnant. You feel me? He said, curse that day, man. Let this day never happen. You feel me? Let this day never happen the day my mama got pregnant. Because all the stuff he was going through. All the stuff he was going through, he knew, like, damn, I must have did something wrong. I had to do something wrong. But then again, he don't know what he could have done. Job was so confused. He didn't know if he did something wrong or if he didn't. To the point where he just said, man, I wish I just never been born. Because all this stuff is going on. I had to have done something, but I don't even know what it could be. Go ahead.
Verse 4. Let that day be darkened. Let not God regret it from above, neither let the light shine upon it.
Right, man. Because he was, you know why? Because he was thinking about his legacy. Job cared about his. Denzel didn't care. Mike Tyson don't care. Celebrities do not care about their damn legacy. They don't care about your kids if they look at them like a role model. That don't mean nothing to them. They not role models for your children. If anything, they're the exact opposite of what your children should be. And Job cared about his legacy. He said, let this day be darkness, man. Let not God regard it from above. You feel me? Let them not even remember this. Let them don't think of this. That's what regard is saying. He said, let God forget this day even happened. Let God, it's so many days the Lord got to worry about. Let this be one day the Lord forget even happened. You hear me? Because he cared about his legacy and he felt like he tarnished it. When really he didn't. He was just getting tried. You hear me? The Lord was just trying to see if he was really a man of God or not. Real talk. Was he going to turn his back on him or not? All right, so yeah, let's drop that. Nakodama, if you can get Psalms 145 and 3, and Gabar Yamav, if you get Proverbs 13 and 21.
Oh God. The book of Psalms, chapter 145 and verse 3. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable.
Hold on, wait, let me get that with you. It's a lot. Right. So, like, you go ahead. What you say?
Nah. It's like it's nothing.
All right. You read that from the top.
Okay. Book of Psalms, chapter 145 and verse 3. Great is the Lord, and greatly to be praised, and his greatness is unsearchable.
His greatness is unsearchable. Because the Lord cared about his legacy. So, if the Most High God care about his legacy, why shouldn't we? That don't even make sense. The Lord God, he cares about his legacy. He wants to be praised. Okay. He wants his greatness to be unsearchable. But we, the Lord's children, we don't care. We just want to be normal. See, that's why the Christians are so evil. Teaching Christ is God. God is Christ. trying to teach you that you shouldn't be perfect. You feel me? Because that's what whenever I hear a Christian teach that Christ and God is the same person, it just let me know that they don't want to be perfect. They don't want us to be perfect. They want us to just be wicked and evil and just say it's because we flesh, when that's not true.
Right.
You go ahead. We're going all the way to verse 8.
Okay. One generation shall praise thy works to another.
Hold on, wait. It say what?
One generation shall
One generation.
Okay.
What's the generation? That's the people that's coming next.
Right.
You feel me? You got the Bloods and the Crips. These niggas Bloods and Crips, and you got the folk them in Chicago. They GDs and Vice Lords. They claiming blocks and repping gangs that they know nothing about. You know why? Because of the generation before them. Because of the legacy. They into it with neighborhoods killing each other over something they don't have nothing to do with. This is serious. Not caring about the legacy. You as an idiot. If you don't care about your legacy, it's gonna be people killing each other and don't even know why. It's people marching in the name of Dr. Martin Luther King when they don't even know he said that what he was doing was wrong. He said he led us into a burning bush. Legacy is everything. Without legacy, we all lost and confused as hell. Like, God damn.
Shall praise thy works to another.
Right. And that's what'll happen. If you leaving a good legacy, people gonna praise your works one to another. Go ahead.
And shall declare thy mighty acts.
Right, and shall declare thy mighty acts. The stuff you doing, all the good things you doing. You feel me? We were supposed to be talking about Denzel Washington 100 years from now. How he never folded to Hollywood. He never bended to Hollywood. Mike Tyson was the best fighter ever. His legacy lives on for generations. But no, now we talking about how he got whooped by a white boy. At 50 years old, in an interview, he had his ass out. Slocky. That's his legacy. Iron Mike. You feel me? Iron Mike say he Alexander the Great, beating people up left and right. Now he known for losing to some white boy when he was 58.
Verse 5. I will speak of the glorious honor of thy majesty and thy wondrous works.
Right, and that's how it's supposed to be, man. The Lord being our Father, man, we supposed to be modeling after Him. You feel me? We should care about our legacy. We should care about what people think about what we done while we was here on this earth.
Verse 6. And men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts.
Right, and they say men shall speak of the might of thy terrible acts. The men, you feel me? Men, these are enemies. You feel me? Non-Israelites is supposed to be speaking about the terrible act, about the acts that the Lord did. You feel me? In our favor. Just like we supposed to be speaking about the acts that we did. You feel me? Like how we still talk about what is his name? Daniel Hale Washington, dude that did the first heart transplant. You feel me? Like we supposed to be talking about these acts that we done. You feel me? Go ahead.
And I will declare thy greatness.
Right, and declare thy greatness. Come on, stop it. You feel me? We supposed to be declaring the greatness. Not saying that it's what about legacy? Who cares about legacy? We're in our old age and we giving in to temptation and whatever, man. That's not what we're supposed to do. But what I will say is with the lack of brotherhood, without the lack of righteous people around you, you're going to end up giving in. And you ain't going to care about your legacy.
Okay.
You ain't going to care about it. That's going to mean nothing to you. I ain't going to lie to you.
Verse 7. They shall abundantly utter the memory of thy great goodness.
Right. That's what I'm saying. This is what the Lord wanted. The Lord cared about his legacy. But I guess we ain't supposed to care about ours. Don't even make no sense.
And shall sing of thy righteousness.
Right.
Verse 8. The Lord is gracious and full of compassion.
Right. But that's the thing about the God we serve. You feel me? He's full of compassion. Unlike our oppressor. Our oppressor, he has no compassion in him. He cares nothing about compassion. All he want to do is find ways to destroy our legacy. But the Lord, he had compassion.
Slow to anger and of great mercy.
Right. And that's the thing. The Lord, he's slow to anger. You feel me? You do something wrong, he ain't trying to kill you right away. He giving you chance after chance to fix your legacy. So-called white man is jumping on the first chance he get to destroy your legacy. Real talk. So yeah, let's drop that. Let's go ahead with that one you got. You go borrow your mouth.
The book of Proverbs, chapter 13 and verse 21. Evil pursueth sinners, but the righteous good shall be repaid.
Yeah,
Verse 22.
Evil pursueth sinners. You feel me? Evil is gonna chase after you. You feel me? It ain't nothing you could do about it. You feel me? That's why celebrities and basketball players, they always end up selling out. I'm gonna give you one that's coming. LeBron James. LeBron James about to sell out. I'm just keeping it real. I'm just keeping it real with you. LeBron James, he worth $1 billion. He's next. LeBron James is gonna have to do something to sell out, to tarnish his legacy, because when you rich in a white man's kingdom, evil is chasing after you. It's chasing you left and right. You go ahead.
Verse 22. A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children.
Hold on, wait.
And the
Wait. And hold on, wait. And 21 at the end of it say, but to the righteous good shall be repaid. You feel me? And that's the point. That's the point. This is what happened with Denzel Washington in the beginning of his career. He stood on business because he didn't want to play that slave role. And he got an Oscar nomination for his next role. But over time, because evil is chasing after you, he ended up having to give in. Evil, because do you understand, Denzel Washington, his whole career, they've been telling him to play these type of roles, pushing him to play these type of roles. And he kept turning it down. And evil been chasing after Denzel his whole career, to the point where he finally ended up giving in. You go ahead.
Verse 22, sir.
Yeah, go ahead.
A good man leaveth an inheritance to his children's children.
Right, but that's the point, though. That's why I say the legacy is what you do for the next generation. It say a good man leave an inheritance to his children's children. What is Denzel Washington children gonna think when they find out they daddy kissed a man for some money? What is Mike Tyson's children gonna find out when he raped a woman and he was getting high off drugs and he destroyed his career while he was in his prime because of lust? But they evil. At the end of the day, we looked at them like they was good because they was doing good for black people as far as making us look like we're the best boxers and actors. But the Bible said a good man leave him inheritance to his children's children. Real talk.
And the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just.
Right, and the wealth of the sinner is laid up for the just. All that money they making is really for nothing. You hear me? All that money they making is for nothing, and it's going to end up going to the just one way or another. Real talk. All right, so let's drop that. Nakodam, you go to Psalms 104 and 28, and by your mouth, you go to Ecclesiastes in the Old Testament 8 and 11.
Trying to look on 8 and 11.
Yeah, you go ahead whenever you got it.
It's like, sir, I was muted. My bad. It's like, Book of Psalms, chapter 104, verse 28. Thou that givest them, they gather. Thou openest thy hand, they are filled with good.
Right, and this is talking about the Lord. You feel me? When the Lord opened his hand, we feel with good. You feel me? Because the Lord, when he have mercy, we feel with good. You feel me? When the Lord looking upon us because we doing the right thing, we feel with good.
Verse 29. Thou hidest thy face, they are troubled.
Right, but when the Lord is hiding his face from us, that's when we start going through stuff. You feel me? That's when nations start taking over us and putting us in different type of situations that we can't get out of. You feel me? Because the Lord, he hiding his face. And the only time the Lord hiding his face from us is when we start sinning.
Thou takest away their breath, they die, and return to their dust.
Right, and that's a fact. You feel me? When the Lord hide his face from us, you feel me? Now all of a sudden we going through all these different type of trials and tribulations where we end up dead. This ain't even talking about spiritual. This is physical. We end up really dead in the ground. You feel me? Overdosing on drugs, murdering each other, women having 350,000 abortions. You feel me? Real talk. And we return to the dust. Go ahead.
Verse 30. Thou sendest forth thy spirit, they are created.
Right. And now we dead in the ground. And our spirit, you feel me, go up to the Lord.
And thou renewest the face of the earth.
Right. And now our spirit comes back and renew the faces of the earth. Now, just like when plants grow after the wintertime, people come back. You feel me? The same way the fruit and the vegetables all disappear and then they come back. That's the same thing with people. When we die, we come back.
Mm-hmm.
You feel me? And we renew the face of the earth all over again. All this stuff happened all over again. Real talk.
Verse 31. The glory of the Lord shall endure forever.
Right. And the glory of the Lord shall endure forever.
The Lord shall rejoice in his works.
Right. So we're going to keep coming back. We're going to die and we're going to keep coming back. We're going to die and we're going to keep coming back. You feel me? So you saying you don't care about your legacy, you a goddamn idiot. Because the Bible say we're going to die and keep coming back. We're going to keep renewing the face of the earth. And that's the Lord's glory. You feel me? Through him. You feel me? That's how the Lord show who he's dealing with. It's through us. We're going to die and we're going to keep coming back. You feel me? And the Lord shall endure forever. His glory shall endure forever. Through us. Real talk. For people that say they don't care about their legacy, you a fool.
Right.
That ain't what the Bible say. Otherwise, you're going to have a bad legacy every time you come back. Real talk. All right, so you could drop that. Gabario Mark, go to the one you got.
The book of Ecclesiastes, chapter 8, verse 11. Because sentence against an evil work is not executed speedily.
Right.
Therefore,
that's
the heart.
Oh, don't wait. If I may, that's the thing. Because a sentence against evil work is not executed speedily, people think that gives them the right to be sinners when it don't. That gives them the right to do evil because they feel like they didn't have a threesome and nothing happened. They smoke weed and nothing bad happened.
Right.
They having sex with white women and nothing bad happened right away. So they feeling like this is something we should do. Go ahead.
Therefore, the heart of sons of men is fully set in them to do evil.
Right. And that's the truth. Because people seeing people out here scamming, selling drugs, and doing all type of evil stuff. And nothing's happening right away. Everybody's set to do evil. Everybody's set to do sin. And this is what it was talking about with Adam and Eve when it said they will be gods, knowing good and evil. Because now they see the evil and ain't nothing bad happening. So they feeling like they could just go full force with it. Go ahead.
Verse 12, though a sinner do evil 100 times, and his days be prolonged, yet surely I know that it shall be well with them that fear God, which fear before him.
Right. So yeah, you got sinners, they doing evil 100 times, 1,000 times, and ain't nothing happening. But that's how the Lord know if you really with him or not. Because you see that and you still don't see him. You see the wicked people doing all this wicked stuff, and they in Hellcats, they in Ferraris, they having sex with all the Instagram models, but you still don't see him. You still don't try to live a life of wickedness because you know the Lord is going to be with you in the end and not with them, because they going to end up on child support. They going to end up having to spend all their money on a bitch when you not. They going to end up in poverty, you feel me, and crying like what Tyrese do. Tyrese on his Instagram crying every week about them damn baby mamas. You feel me? I thought he knew about the signs of love making. Salaki.
Salaki, sir, for me.
There you go, Ed.
I believe Commander GEN.YAHANNA brung it out last night. Talking about Tyrese and all the crying he's doing on these podcasts and everything. Cause some bitch. That's it.
No, that's a fact. Some woman. That's what's gonna happen to all these celebrities. They're gonna end up crying over some woman. Because women break down, they break kings. That's what the Bible says. Ain't nothing stronger than a woman but the truth. You feel me? The truth, the only thing stronger than a woman. And that's why I advise any nigga, when you get a woman, to tell her the truth. Don't lie to no bitch. Tell that bitch the truth.
Right.
You feel me? Because that's the only thing that's stronger than her. Otherwise, you get the line, nigga, she got you. She gonna have you wrapped around her finger. Real talk. You go ahead.
Verse 13. But it shall not be well with the wicked, neither shall he prolong his days.
It's just a matter of time. You feel me? You thinking that you sinning and you getting away with it, you're not. It's just a matter of time.
Which are as a shadow, but he feareth not before God.
Right, and that's the truth. The truth, everybody that's doing wicked is like a shadow. You feel me? How the shadow, your shadow follow you everywhere you go. You feel me? It's just a matter of time. You feel me? It's just a matter of time before you end up getting destroyed. You feel me? For whatever wickedness you're doing, you're not gonna get away with it. Real talk. All right, so yeah, let's drop that. Nakodum, if you can go to Colossians 1:25, and by your mouth, if you go into the Apocrypha and go to Wisdom of Solomon 4:8.
The book of Colossians, chapter 1, verse 25. Whereof I am made a minister according to the dispensation of God, which is given.
Dispensation, that's something like the supervising of God, because the Most High is supervising all of us. You feel me? We the priests and prophets of the Lord. Everything we do is according to Him. You feel me? Everything we do, everything we say is what He want us to say, what He want us to do, from us looking into the scriptures and finding it out.
Which is given to me for you to fulfill the word of God.
Right, and that's the point. You feel me? The point is to fulfill the word of God, something everybody then forgot about, but we didn't. And I.S.U.P.K. and Commander GEN.YAHANNA, we the only ones that did not forget that our whole point is to fulfill the word of God. That's our legacy.
Verse 26. Even the mystery which hath been hid from ages and from generations.
Right, and what's the mystery? You feel me? What's the mystery? Anybody online or in the cloud? What's the mystery that's been hidden?
It's like, sir, if I may, who the chosen people of the Most High is.
Right. the mystery is not only who the chosen people of the Most High is. It's the fact that the blessing that we get for serving the Most High.
Okay.
Because what you gotta understand is these times they living in is the same times we living in right now.
Right.
It's Black, Hispanic, and Native Indian don't know who they are, don't know why they in the situation they in, or how to get out of it. And in Colossians and in Romans and in Ephesians, all these different places where Paul sent these letters to, it's Black people that didn't, first of all, they didn't know they was Israelites. That's one thing right there. And they didn't know how to get out of the situation they was in. And the way was to follow Christ. Follow Christ. He died for you. He died so Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Indians can come back into the covenant. Because the Lord created the earth for us. He created it for us. You feel me? That's the mystery. The people that everybody forgot about, the earth was created for them. I am Mike, Denzel. Y'all ain't the best at what y'all do for nothing. The earth was created for y'all, but it wasn't the act or the box. You doing that because you a slave. You trying to get out of poverty. Serving the Most High is how we get out of poverty.
But now is made manifest to his saints.
Right, and saints is Israelites that were sinners that repented. You feel me? And it's made clear to them. You feel me? The only thing, the mystery of the Bible is only made clear to us. Nobody else understands the Bible. You got fake Israelites talking about Christ is God in the Old Testament. You got the Christians that don't know nothing about the Bible. You got Muslims that's reading the Quran but always teaching out the Bible. Nobody knows what's going on but us. We the only ones that know. But why nobody listening? Because we ain't rich. We ain't riding in Ferraris. Goodbye, Moth. If we was riding back-to-back Ferrari on Miami Beach, everybody would listen to what we saying.
Come on, sir.
So like, I guess we need to go rent some Ferraris or something and ride through Kentucky. Maybe then they'll believe us.
Go on.
Go ahead. We're going all the way to 28.
Oh God. Verse 27. To whom God would make known what is the riches of the glory of his mystery among the Gentiles.
Right. And among the Gentiles, because what you understand is in context, the Gentiles just a word that means nations. Because we was living in all these different nations like them, just like we doing right now. Right now, we living in all these different nations. We in Mexico, Puerto Rico, we in South America, we in North America, we in Europe, we in Australia, we in all these different countries, all these different nations. You feel me? And the Lord is trying to make the riches known to us, which is rulership of the planet, to us. But we got to stop serving these other gods and these other religions.
Which is Christ and you, the hope of glory.
Right, and Christ is in us. He in us right now. Christ with us right here, right now. You hear me? Christ is with us right here, right now. Because we teaching what he taught. We living how he lived. Christ is with us right here, right now.
28. Whom we preach, warning every man.
Right, warning every man. That's what we doing. We warning every man about the mystery. We warning every man about Christ. You feel me? About the Most High, what he's going to do if you're not keeping the commandments.
And teaching every man in all wisdom.
Right.
That we may present every man perfect in Christ Yahushua.
Right. Every man, we trying to present every man perfect for Christ. Christ died for us. Christ died for blacks, Hispanics, and that's his legacy. He cared about his legacy. He died. Christ died when he did nothing wrong. He died because he cared about his legacy.
Right.
To make sure we all be perfect. And our job in I.S.U.P.K. and Command Johanna is to present every black, Hispanic, and Native Indian to the Most High in Christ as perfect. That's our job. Otherwise, you're going to die. You're going to die, or if you don't die, let's say you don't die because evil hasn't came yet. You thinking it's not coming for you. All right, cool, no sweat. You got children. You come back to your children. You can pay in the next life for what you do right now. Right now, today, what you're doing now, you can pay in the next life. And in your next life, you wondering what's going on. Why am I living like this? Why is everybody else doing good but me? Black people ruling the planet, but I'm sitting here, gotta govern white people and East Indians, making sure they don't eat snakes. That's because of what you did right now. What you did right here, right now. Real talk. We trying to present every man perfect in Christ. Real talk. All right, so yeah, let's drop that. Hey, go to the one you got. Goodbye, Mom.
Wisdom of Solomon, chapter 4 and verse 8. For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by number of years.
Right. So for honorable age is not which that standeth in length of time. Because look what happened with Denzel and Mike Tyson. You feel me? Mm-hmm. Length of time is not what make you honorable. You feel me? If anything, that's really what make you bigger. You feel me? Especially, like I said, if you ain't got no brotherhood. Honorable age is not which would stand up the length of time. You being living a long life, you living to be 90 years, that don't mean nothing. That don't mean nothing. Go ahead.
But wisdom is the gray hair upon men.
Right, but wisdom.
And an unspotted.
Wisdom is the gray hair upon men. That gray hair that you get, on your head, it comes from wisdom. You feel me? You might not know. You might not know why the gray hair is coming, but it's coming from wisdom. You just might not understand the type of wisdom, the type of stuff you went through to deserve that gray hair.
And an unspotted life is old age.
Right, and an unspotted life. You feel me? That's it right there. That's it. It's not about how old you is. You feel me? It's not about how old you is, which make you smart or wise. It's the fact that you live a long time with an unspotted life. Unspotted means you ain't nothing bad happening. Ain't no, what people say, ain't no dirt on my name. Ain't that what people say? I ain't got no dirt on my name. Ain't no smut on my name. Ooh, this and that and that and this. That ain't got nothing to do with age. You feel me? You being 69 years old and now you kissing a man like Denzel Washington, now you got a spot on your name. You feel me? You got a spotted life. Now it's smut on your name. Now there's dirt on your name. You feel me? So the longer you live, don't make it like you a good person or you somebody that somebody should listen to just because you old. Just because you old, somebody should listen to you. Nah, because Denzel Washington gonna tell people now, guess what he gonna say? Go kiss a man. When he first wouldn't even play a movie getting hung by a rope for $600,000 back in the 90s. So if $600,000 back in the 90s, that's probably like a couple million today. That's probably about at least 1.5 million today that he turned down because he didn't want to get hung by a rope. But now his old age, he's telling people that kissing a man is cool. Because living a long life, it ain't what make you wise. It's living an unspotted life.
Right.
Give me with no dirt on your name. All right, so you could drop that. Knock dumb. Go to 1 Kings 11 and 4. And by your mouth, go to 1 Maccabees 2 and 50.
Book of 1 Kings 2.
Let Knock dumb read his first.
Okay, go ahead.
Are you good?
1 Kings chapter 11, verse 4. For it came to pass when Solomon was old.
When he was what?
Was old.
He was old. Now, what you got to understand about Solomon, Christ and Solomon is the same spirit. You feel me? Christ was Solomon. You feel me? And they say when he was old, go ahead.
That his wives turned away his heart after other gods.
Right now, King Solomon was considered the wisest, richest king to ever live. You feel me? He was considered the wisest and on record the richest to ever live, even to this day. But it say when his old age, his women turned his heart away from the Most High in his old age, because he was the king. He was the ruler. People worshiped him. And he had nobody to tell him that, nigga, you wrong for that. If they did, he probably would have cut their head off. But that's what happened when you old and you ain't got no brotherhood. Go ahead. We're going all the way to 13.
Okay. And his heart was not perfect with the Lord, his God, and was the heart of David, his father.
Right, and that's why we wear the shield of David. We don't wear no shield of Solomon. We don't wear the shield of Solomon. There's no shield of Solomon. We wear the shield of David because King David was perfect and Solomon was not. Compared to the Lord feel like David was perfect compared to Solomon. Go ahead.
Verse 5. For Solomon went after Ashtaroth, the goddess of the Zidonians.
Right, the Zidonians. You know who the Zidonians was? The Zidonians is Jezebel people. They some Africans. Go ahead.
And after Milcom, the abomination of the Ammonites.
Right, the Ammonites. So he went after the gods of the Africans and the Japanese. Go ahead.
6. And Solomon did evil in the sight of the Lord, and went not fully after the Lord, as did David his father.
And when did this happen? In his youth? It happened when he was young, when he was like, you know, a young warrior, what they call YNs. The YNs. Nah, this happened when he was old. This happened when he got old. When he got old, now his heart is not fully after the Lord and his father David.
Verse 7. Then did Solomon build an high place for Chemosh.
Right. Now he built a high place for Chemosh. That's one of the gods of Moab, I think. Go ahead. I think it's gonna say it.
The abomination of Moab, and the hill that is before Jerusalem. And for
right. And it says abomination of Moab. That's one of their gods. Chemosh is one of their gods. You feel me? And he built it up. Come on, stop it. He built a high place for them in Jerusalem, in our land.
And for Molech, the abomination of the children of Ammon.
Right, the children of Ammon. That's what I said. The Japanese, he building up gods for the heathens in Israel. Are you kidding me, man? Are you kidding me? He building up gods, altars, statues in Israel for the heathen gods, man. That don't even make sense.
Verse 8. And likewise did he for all his strange wives, which burnt incense.
Right, and that's what he did. He did it for the women. You feel me? Because in his old age, he let them women turn him weak. In his old age, he let them women turn him weak, man. Real talk. And he burned the incense to the false god. That's why we tell people smoking weed is unlawful. You burning an incense to another god. You feel me? That what's the name of that god? It's an East Indian god, and that's where they get it from. You feel me? That's where they get the burning the weed and stuff like that. Smoking the weed, it come from that god. Like real talk, it's an East Indian god, and this is what Solomon was doing. You feel me? He was burning incense to other gods.
Verse 9. And the Lord was angry with Solomon, because his heart was turned from the Lord God of Israel, which had appeared unto him twice.
Right, the Lord appeared to him twice, man. Real talk. The Solomon, he prayed for wisdom. He ain't pray for money. He ain't pray for women. None of that. He prayed for wisdom, and he got it. He got it, and he joined everybody together. Well, now King David did that, but what I'm saying is everybody was together under Solomon, and he was ruling. He built the temple. You feel me? Solomon did some righteous stuff, but in his old age, he fell weak. Just like every old person that don't got no brotherhood. You feel me? You ain't got no brotherhood. Real talk.
Verse 10. And had commanded him concerning this thing, that he should not go after other gods.
Right, and that's what we was always told. To have no other gods before the Lord. And Solomon, the king of Israel, He disobeyed that. He disobeyed that.
But he kept not that which the Lord commanded.
Right. And this all happened in his old age. The king of Israel, northern kingdom, southern kingdom, all joined together. We had a temple. We had armies. We had people giving us all type of money and wealth and resources from their land. We had all that. Israel, black Hispanic, we had all that. And our king turned on the Lord in his old age.
Verse 11. Wherefore the Lord said unto Solomon, for as much as this is done of thee, and thou hast not kept my covenant and my statutes, which I have commanded thee, I will surely rend the kingdom from thee, and will give it to thy servant.
And that's what happened, because everybody was serving the king. He took the kingdom from Solomon. He took the kingdom from Solomon. Solomon was no longer the king of Israel no more. He was no longer the king of Israel.
Okay. Verse 12. Notwithstanding in thy days, I will not do it for David thy father's sake.
Right. He said, I will not do it for David thy father's sake. So because of your father David, and I love him so much, I'm not going to do it right now. While you alive, that's not when it's about to happen. Go ahead.
But I will rend it out of the hand of thy son.
And that's what happened. King Solomon's sons by them heathen women, they was wicked as hell.
Go.
Them sons that he had by them heathen women was wicked. And they caused the kingdom to split. But it started with their daddy Solomon. It started with him for having sex with them heathen women, building gods to them heathen women in his old age, because he didn't give a fuck about his legacy no more. Because he didn't care about his legacy no more, because he got old.
Verse 13. Howbeit, I will not rend away all the kingdom.
Right, and that's because of David. Because he loved King David. He said, I ain't going to get all the kingdom away. Go ahead.
But will give one tribe to thy son for David, my servant's sake, and for Jerusalem's sake, which I have chosen.
Right. So, but he said, I'm going to give one tribe to thy son for David's sake. That's talking about the northern and southern kingdom split. You feel me? The southern kingdom, which is Benjamin and Judah, and some of Levi, they was together. And the northern kingdom split away from them and did their own thing. And that was all because of Solomon in his old age. He got weak and he forgot about King David's legacy. He forgot about it. Real talk. All right, so let's drop that last scripture. Go to the one you got, Gabar your mouth. That's the last one we'll do. You there?
Slacky, sir. That's what I was asking. First Maccabees, I didn't get the chapter and verse.
Oh, so like it. 2 and 50, 2 and 50 and 51.
2, 50, 51. All right.
Yep.
Yes. You say, Slacky, say, what is it?
First Maccabees 2 and 50. Yeah, First Maccabees 2 and 50 and 51.
Oh, Slacky. First Maccabees, chapter 2, 50 and 51. Like I'm having a problem getting that.
It's on the screen if you can read it on the screen.
Let me see. I cannot. I actually can't see it. Fucking sir, I can't see it.
Are you too wild? Hey, Anakodama, you could just help him out, pull it real quick.
Lucky, sir, I got it.
You go ahead whenever you got it.
Like
All
I
right.
was reading my phone on mute. My
First
fault.
Nah, it's like First Maccabees chapter 2 and verse 50. Now, therefore, my sons, be ye zealous for the law.
Right. Now, this Mattathias, he talking to his sons. Now, the Feast of Dedication is coming up next. That's our next holy day, the Feast of Hanukkah. Feel me? And Mattathias is telling his sons, no matter what, he be zealous of the law. Don't ever forget the law. Don't ever let nobody tell you the law is done away with. Don't ever let nobody tell you to forget about Christ's legacy. Christ, a black man the world ignorantly called Jesus Christ, died on a cross. He was murdered. And now Christians is telling you to forgive and forget. But Mattathias didn't say that. Mattathias said, be zealous for the law. The law ain't never done away with. Go ahead.
And give your life for the covenant of your fathers.
And give your lives for the covenant of your fathers. You know why? Because of their legacy. Because they died for this. We got people that died for this. It's people in our family that was murdered for us to be able to teach what we're teaching right now. Hid these records in caves and dug them in ditches so we can get these records and teach them. And now you got people today saying just forgive and forget. The law is done away with. You a goddamn idiot. Go ahead.
51. Call to remembrance which acts our fathers did in their time.
Their time. Because they cared about their legacy, which go through the children who renew the face of the earth. The souls of our children's children renew the face of the earth. Go ahead.
So shall ye receive great honor and an everlasting name.
And an everlasting name, an everlasting reputation. And that's what we're doing here in I.S.U.P.K. under Commander GEN.YAHANNA. We're trying to get an everlasting name, everlasting reputation. You feel me? Everlasting name, everlasting reputation. I don't know nothing about no Mike Tyson, Denzel Washington, whatever the hell they talking about. Who gives a fuck what they talking about? We in here trying to get an everlasting name, everlasting reputation, serving the Most High in Christ. That's in tonight's class. Tune in every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Tune in Wednesday night for the podcast. You feel me? How about Shimmy Al Shah, Thumb? You have a Shema Thumb by Shimmy Al Shah. Class is missed.